It is painful. I'm a man, and if I'm telling you, the tumor is painful. I was not sleeping. Nalala saa 5, by saa 9 tumor imeniamusha. It is so pain. Usingizi inaweza kuja hata kwa saa 2. No one is calling me. No one is visiting me. I don't have food in the house. I am jobless. I have cancer. I'm neglected. When I texted my friend and relative, they are blocking me. You know, if I was a weak person, that one was enough to kill me.
Yeah, it was that serious.
That is what I have to say. I believe in God that you brought me and you molded me when I was in the womb of my mom. And you had a purpose for me. You didn't have a purpose for me to have cancer. You had a purpose for me to give back to the community. Allow me to accomplish my work. Don't kill me at 40.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yes. So these are the picture which was taken, which gave help in staging, knowing the stage of your cancer. So mine was stage 3, gastric cancer. Tumor in a stomach junction. Though it had started spreading, but it was still manageable. It was stage 3 gastric cancer. Yes. This is the structure itself. You see how it had affected this is the tumor. You see how it had affected this head. So this is where it had swollen, which it had made the stomach junction to be small. Swallowing food could be inhibited by this swelling. This is the malignant structure. You see it here.
A very, very good morning, a very good afternoon, a very good evening, wherever you're watching us from. This is Semana Edimax, only at Jalango TV, where we bring you hot stories. And guess what? Today we have a very, very wonderful guest. And maybe before I move on to my guest, allow me to introduce my director, my super director, Daya. Now today we have a very wonderful guest. Can you imagine doing your KCP exams for 9 years, joining secondary school at the age of 29, finishing university, then immediately after your graduation or a few years, you start battling cancer. So guys, before we continue, suppose you're out there, you want to support this cancerous patient, we have his number below. You can just send your contributions. Kindly allow me to let him introduce himself. Karibu sana.
Asante. Okay, I'm Mathew Nyamlori. I come from Kaitsap County, Kisumu County, but I live in Ruiru. I'm a man who did KCP 9 times.
Yes.
I did KCP 9 times just because of poverty. Yeah, I did KCP and all of them I was admitted to national school. I was passing all of them. By 2000 I was in Kanga High School. I dropped because of lack of fee. Came back to primary. I researched for the KCP, passing. 2005 I was in Maseno School. Dropped in 2006. Came and handled Mujengo in Nairobi. It became hard. I said no, I'm going back. I went back to Agoro Sari, admitted to Maranda, didn't join. Kapsabe didn't join. Maranda again. Eventually, being the 9th one in the family of 9, it is my 9th attempt. I was admitted to Nairobi School, and that is when Wings to Fly initiative through Dr. James Mwangi of Equity Bank sponsored me to Nairobi School. Now that I was stable, I went through to high school in 30s, when I was 30s, completed in 2015. Scored a B+ of 72 points.
Wow.
Proceeded to Kenyatta University. Pursued Bachelor of Public Policy and Administration. Graduated in 2021 July. After my graduation, I was given internship with Communication Authority of Kenya. Later on last year also they called me for contract, 6-month contract, which ended this year April. Unfortunately, during the time of my diagnosis, my contract ended when the week I got my biopsy result that
And it was this year?
This year.
Okay.
That I have cancer, gastric cancer. I have a tumor in my stomach.
Sorry for that.
So there.
Okay, so maybe you can just explain to us, how did you come to know that you have cancer?
It happened last year during electioneering period. When I was swallowing, I was getting some pain when the food is passing. Then I went to the hospital. Then they were treating H. pylori. I used a lot of H. pylori kids. They say, this is generic, this is original, this one, use this, you will be well. Not knowing that it had developed into cancer. So as the time goes by, it progresses, it turns. Now you cannot eat this one, you cannot eat this, you cannot swallow ugali, you cannot. So around February, towards the end, I decided to go for endoscopy to change the doctor. I went to KNH Dr. Plaza. Then I was taken to German Center, where they did endoscopy, and they found that there's a malignant structure in my stomach junction.
Okay.
So I waited for biopsy. Before biopsy, was also subjected to so many tests. Biopsy result I got after 3 weeks. I'm getting result is the same week. My contract was ending. I had no money. I had used all the cash I had in testing. I started contacting friends and relatives because such a thing is terrible. And in fact, it was my lowest moment. Because when I Googled the type of cancer I could get, that hyperacidity can cause it, smoking, drinking alcohol, those things I was not using, stress, overeating, obesity, depression, and many other things.
And
so after that, there's a lot of stigma in Kenya. I contacted my relatives, my friends, and unfortunately they were blocking me. I was being blocked.
Your own relatives?
My relatives and my friends, close friends, even those of whom I've stayed with, they blocked me. Somebody's blocking you. Tell my brother, this. There is sad news I want to tell you. I was diagnosed with cancer. When in your WhatsApp, it is easy to know that somebody has blocked you. Because when you are viewing the profile picture and immediately you are chatting, the profile picture is gone. When you text, there is no reply.
It becomes difficult.
So I feared now coming out, that stigma. I feared coming out, but because the membrane had been touched, that tumor, for biopsy, it started now spreading. So as the time goes by, now you cannot eat this. I was now using muchele and viazi, cassava. So after that, it reached a time that I had developed mucus in the stomach towards June, July. After that, tea, I cannot take tea, only uji. When I take tea or even water, it relaxes. So it progresses. I said, hey, this thing is killing me. And I was cutting like 2 kgs per week.
Wow, that was serious.
Reducing by 2 kgs per week. Then I went to, I called people, my village WhatsApp group, relative WhatsApp group refused to contribute. My village WhatsApp group accepted to contribute. And that is what I used for. I used to go for staging and PET scan at Kenyatta KU Referral Hospital. There, and then that somebody, I got a very good doctor, Dr. Angela. He told me, don't fear.
From which hospital?
Coptic Hospital.
Wow.
Don't fear. Tell people you have cancer. Come out. You will get assisted. Then I started now spreading the news. Then I met a friend, called a friend is in Twitter, TikTok. Auka raised for me the first chemotherapy after PET scan. Then second chemotherapy, Malisafi. Those are the TikTok guys.
Okay.
Then also
you are also on TikTok?
I'm also on TikTok. No, third chemotherapy was Malisafi. Second was my classmate, Kanga High School, class of 2 or 3, contributed for me for the second chemotherapy. Third chemotherapy was Malisafi, and also the student leader KU 14 Congress also chipped in. The fourth chemotherapy also Nini had chipped in now. I'm going to Maseno School. Now I went to Kanga, Maseno, and Nairobi School, then Kenyatta University. So those alumni and TikTok are the people who have been keeping me for medication because I lost the job, I lost the contract, I was not permanently employed. It was a contract.
And maybe how have you been surviving now that you lost your job immediately, you got infected with cancer? How has it been?
I'm telling you, it has been hard because I have a friend called Jabez. He was also my friend and my classmate at KU. He has been standing with me. He can even chip in to cater for fruits or food sometimes. Yeah, I've been surviving in the hand of. I have one friend. I have one friend because even my mom and dad are too old. I'm the person who are taking care. Yeah.
What about your siblings?
My siblings, most of them passed on.
Oh, sorry.
Most of them passed on. Around 7. We are remaining 6.
And now, how does your relatives feel? Kukuachilia to the way they did, now that you are, the process is okay, you are doing well. How do they feel? How do they take it?
You know, in this life, what I realized that even in Kenya, I think the tribalism is being planted by force during electioneering period. When I checked the pay bill, I'm being supported by all people. When I check the names, all people, and the majority are not from my tribe. You see, so Kenyans, there are those people with good heart. So there is somebody with good heart who is not your relative can support you more than your relative. So now I believe, because if really I had good relative, I would have not sat for KCP 9 times and passing and joining best school and dropping. But because of James Mwangi, I got a degree. I went to Nairobi School, went to KU and got a degree.
Okay.
Because of Gimode, I joined Communication Authority of Kenya. So later on, I got a contract, of which it was a short-term contract. God willing, if I will get another chance, I will go back or in any other organization. But what they are feeling, I don't know. But they neglected me.
Sorry for that. And
cancer, there is a lot of stigma in Kenya. Cancer, nobody is inviting it in your body.
Sure.
It is not communicable. It is not sexually transmitted. You just it knocks any door, whether rich, whether poor, whether old, whether young. Cancer can go into anybody.
Sure.
You see? So when I have cancer, when you are close to me like this, I will not spread it to you. There's condition which can lead to cell mutating in a different way, of which dead cell, the cell are not dying. The cell which are not supposed to die, they are not dying. So they are mutating in different way, then it forms cancer. So it is not a communicable disease for people to neglect you, people to run away for you, people to block you. Even I'm surprised that even those who are blocking me and neglecting me are the people who have pursued degree. They are learned people.
I think maybe people fear of the expenses because I believe cancer is very expensive. Treating cancer is not easy.
Treating cancer is very expensive, but it is my burden. I cannot force it into you. If you are not willing to help me, let your relationship continue with me, but don't help me. But by blocking me, it means that it is as if even my chat with you is smelling, is stinging. So you don't want to hear anything concerning me because I have cancer. Maybe I have a curse. I can transmit it to you others. Yeah. I'll think that way as a sick person.
True. And so far, what is the healing process?
Healing process is gradual because I took my first chemotherapy, and after 3 days I started swallowing solid food. because I stayed like 8 months without eating ugali. And in fact, I started with ugali and fish. So I started swallowing solid food after 3 days. So it is gradual, but that one you could still feel pain, kidogo. But as I progress, now I'm in my 3rd chemotherapy. So now the pain is no more. Even when I border, when it's shake, I don't feel anything. But whenever the food is passing, I just feel it is passing where there is a tumor. I just feel, but it's not painful. But it is passing. They are allowing it to pass. It's not relaxing.
Yeah. I remember the interview that you did with our boss, Jalango. It was 2 years back. You revealed that you are single and now you are battling with cancer. How have you been managing this, being a single person? Or maybe you can tell us now, are you married or are you single? Or how have you been managing this all alone?
You know, I was single because I was still learning. So after getting that contract, that is the time I was planning. Now I can settle because I can take care of a kid. So you get that it is unfortunate that when I got a contract, it is the time I got the cancer. I don't know where the people you are dating or maybe the person you are seeing or who was seeing you, when they hear that you have cancer, they will just quit.
True.
Yeah. So I am alone. Even when after I'm always alone in this house. I come out of chemotherapy, I go to the market, I come and cook my food, I eat. I take a lot of water to make my body as alkaline as possible. Also to drop off the chemotherapy. Yes, so makali is a chemotherapy. You need to take a lot of water. So I'm always alone. I'm single. I'm at 40.
Wow.
But God knows everything. It happens
with a reason.
With a reason. And I know soon God will open the door.
I know. Yeah.
I've been requesting this government. I'm the chief counselor. I'm also a chief counselor in this Kenya. Also, they should also think of me and give me a job to be treating myself, not to be disturbing people with pay bill. People running away from me because I'm sick. But I have the brain. I can work and I can use the insurance or my money to treat myself. If the head of civil service, Honorable Felix Koskei, can give me somewhere, I'll be very grateful.
Talk to him. Tell him. Hope he'll watch this video. Yeah.
First of all, I'm requesting because even our president do understand the pain because we came from downward. And I know even when during the distribution of Asla Fund, I was there. There is a boy who ran with DC and he instructed Honorable Mukherjee to support the boy and they contributed over 200,000. So I'm requesting the government. I Mathew Nyamlori, a man who did KCP 9 times, who spent 33 years learning to graduate. I graduated at the age of 38. Now I am 40. I'm down with cancer, doing chemotherapy through well-wishers. I'm requesting that you can give me a job also to write a history that one time I was employed after struggling, to write a history that somebody can struggle and later on can enjoy the fruits of education. I'm requesting the government, through even the head of civil service, Honorable Felix Koskei. I did my contract at Communication Authority of Kenya. We had very good staff and even they are also contributing towards my chemotherapy, my former staff at Communication Authority of Kenya. Requesting them to consider me, to give me a job such that I won't also be disturbing people that to help me get food because cancer need money, cancer need food. I'm using like 2,500 to buy grapes, to buy blueberry, to buy fruits. That is fruits only minus food. So we have very many limited. I'm limited to certain food. Like I don't do processed food. I don't do dairies. I don't do wheats. So the food I'm using, or any other cancer patient should use it. Most of protein. You avoid food which can flame the body. So I'm requesting you give me somewhere to work. I have the hands, I have the brain, I have the degree, quality degree. I can work. I can feed myself. I can tell the whole world that it is possible. Somebody can struggle, and at the end, you can achieve your goal. That is my request to Honorable Felix Koske, the head of civil service, or even to the president. The president can even put me to take care of his cars, to be washing his cars. It is enough to feed me.
Sure.
I don't need big job. I just need simple job. It is enough to feed me. Siwezi ringa ati hizi kazi ni kazi.
Lakini you have a degree, from Kenyatta University. Having a degree is not a simple thing. So
I think taking care of state house cars is far much better than having a degree, because you will get something reasonable, and also you will be interacting with the dignitaries.
Yeah.
Utakuwa unanuza nini ya ufalme.
Yeah, you're right. I know very well people will watch this video watajiuliza, how have you been catering your bills since uko mgonjwa? Please tell them, how have you been catering your bills? Uko na rent you're paying, you have to buy your foodstuffs.
The bills I am depending on Kenyans. I made a pay bill. I have a pay bill here. I will quote it.
Okay, it's okay.
I made a pay bill, and the pay bill, you see, I can get sometimes somebody can send 500, 200, whatever. Some depending on Kenyans. The one they are sending, the little they are sending over the pay bill is what I am using, because I have not gotten somebody, to push it to get the huge money. But I've been just using friend to circulate it on Twitter, LinkedIn, and whatever. So I'm using PayBill. I'm depending on Kenya, and even now I'm requesting them, because I know surgery is very expensive. It will need like 800. Like now I need like 1.2 million.
By when?
To cater for, I think by April.
Okay.
Because my chemotherapy is ending on late March. To cater for everything, because I don't have insurance. I'm depending on NHIS only. I don't have insurance.
Okay.
So I'm requesting whoever. My pay bill is 6549101. Then account number is your name. Pay bill is 6549101. Account number is sender's name. But my number is 0721816523. Name is Mathew Nyamlori. 0721816523. My name is Mathew Nyamlori. The name of the pay bill is Mathew Nyamlori Medical Fund.
And maybe Mathew, have you ever regretted that maybe hiyo kwenda shule ama kusoma miaka mingi 9 years, hiyo in primary delay your life in a way, because maybe I believe people of your age have families. Have you ever thought of such a thing?
And I think this is one of the things which contributed to the sickness I have. Because my story, when it hit the media during my graduation, I got lots of promises, and I knew God has done it. But unfortunately, all the people who promised me that I will sponsor your masters, I will take you to US, I will give you a job, I will do this to you, they didn't do it. So that also came as a shock to me, because I struggle. I always see anyway boy child. You see, when a story of boy child is came to the media, it takes time to get support. But if I were a girl, I have seen even the people who have been, their story have been documented and run after mine, getting support, getting 2 companies with them, getting what. But we boy child, I don't know what happened. I don't know if men are not for men or what. But anyway, Kenyans, if I can get a job, I have been regretting. You can regret, because I spent 33 years learning. And after the result, there is no job. I have applied for jobs. It's not that sijitumi, nimejituma. I've done even contract, I've done research with World Food Program. I went to Baringo, do research under youth and agribusiness, and I presented very good reports. najituma, but I'm not getting job. I don't know why, but I think through my prayers, very soon God will open the door.
True, we believe so.
Very soon Jehovah will open the door.
Have heard you say that people have promised you to take you to other countries like United States of America. So ukapata that opportunity. Will you take it? Take the offer?
They promised me when they listened to my interview. Bonga na Jala.
Oh, that time. Oh, okay.
But they never fulfilled the promises. After that, when you text this person, after calling you and explaining to you all those, they are not replying, they are not saying anything. People do promise. When you run a story, people can say big things. Sure. Because of emotion. But to implement whatever they are saying is very difficult. Me, I was promised several things. I was promised big things and no one implemented what they promised. Getting an internship at communication, I got on my own. I got contract on my own. It ended. Now I am sick. There's no way. Sijawahi shikwa mkono ati bwana ume struggle, report this way, bring your document. I've been applying for jobs, and nowadays when you knock to a door, they need a bribe. Somebody is asking you 700,000. How can I get 700,000? Even paying rent of 12,000, I cannot pay. People promise me, and even it is unfortunate to say this. During my successful story, I had battery of journalists coming and running my story in the house, calling me to studio, calling me. But when I was down,
nobody came.
Nobody came. I texted them, sent them pay bill. Some of them blocked me, but I thank God. Honorable Jalas, Felix of the World, is the only person who replied my text and told me, brother, I will support you.
Tell him something.
I'm here thanking Honorable Jalas, Felix Oduor, aka Jalas, the MP for Langat. I think your message was a therapy to me. I had been rejected by friends and relatives. I've been rejected by journalists when I text them. Some of them blocked me. But you, as honorable, you replied to my text and you told me you will support me. And that thing really gave me joy in my life. May God bless you until your third generation.
Wow. May God bless him. That is a wonderful man of God. Yeah, now you are looking forward to getting 1.2 million by April next year so that it can cater for your treatment. We hope that you get that amount of money. Ukafanikiwa kupata and then utibiwe mambo ikuwe sawa. What should we expect from you?
I realized that people are sick in Kenya. And people are running out of conventional treatment. People fear chemotherapy. I know several people who fear going to. I've been given some people to talk to convince them to go for treatment, cancer treatment. I'll create awareness. I'll call cancer. I'll call cancer, and I'll create awareness in the counties to tell people to go for screening, to tell people to go for treatment, and also the herbalist. Before I got to PET scan, I met an herbalist on one of the national radio, and he's just a fraudster liar. Whatever he gave me almost killed me. Herbalists are campaigning against chemotherapy, conventional medicine, and telling people that they can manage cancer. They're ending up killing those people, and they don't care. They just need to siphon money from them. I'll create awareness to tell the Kenyans that for you to treat cancer, go to that Western medicine, go to conventional medicine, because they know the original of that cancer. They are the people who can manage it. Go to that, pray to God, and go for treatment. People should go for screening. The earlier the detection of the cancer, the earlier the issue. Arresting the cancer itself. But you know nowadays. Yes, especially men. Wanakufa. Inaitwaje? Kiugumu. Somebody anafeel
kimwanaume
have breast cancer. Somebody feels there is a lump here in the breast. Even those who are having lung cancer, getting the most of the cancer in men, they do get at stage 4, stage 3. Ladies can go to hospital and they detect early. But I'm telling men, this thing kills me. I had lost of. My weight dropped from 121 kg to 78.
Oh, sure. At a period of how long?
At a period of 4 months.
4 months.
Yeah. To 78.
So you are now 78 kgs.
I've moved again to 90.
Oh, to
after
90.
chemotherapy.
Oh, okay.
So I need to maintain it there. I don't want to go more. So this thing kills. This thing kills because as for me, my stomach had shrunk. I could not even take one full glass of water. Uji, I could take half a cup of food and kidogo. So this thing kills. When you hear of anything strange, when you hear of acidity, acid reflux, you have treated it, it is not getting those medicines. H. pyloric, and you have gone for H. pyloric kits, it's not working, go for endoscopy or gastroscopy.
Okay.
Save your life. NHIF is a savior. It is the one supporting me now. Go for NHIF and maintain it. After my treatment, I'll go move from one county to another to tell people, come out and get treated. This thing is there. And it is coming where you will get that, and out of 5 or 10 people, 2 or 3 are having it. Yeah. You are right. Government should do something about it. But there are a lot of stigma. Me, I met it even with people I've supported. Sitakiwi because I have cancer. And I'm like a stray dog, or what do we call them? T9. We normally call them T9. These wild dogs. So you are the only unwanted thing in the group. There's nothing, no idea you can give to people. There's nothing, and you cannot associate with anybody. So I normally associate with gospel music. Yeah.
Wow. And maybe how have you been managing to handle that pressure? Unapata watu wanaku-segregate, wanakuweka kando, wanaona kama you are not part of them, and also maybe na believe especially watu wa ushago at your age wanaamini kwamba unafaa kuwa na familia. Hiyo pressure umekuwa na manage aje? Unawahandle aje kina shosho pale nyumbani?
You know, I struggled hard when I was growing. And nobody was interested in supporting me. So I normally live my life. Okay. Whatever I have, I share with my mom and dad. Final.
Okay.
Those are the only 2 people. My dad is 90.
You don't care about what people say about you?
I never give them listening. Even these people blocking me, it is so absurd and uncouth to do that to somebody, a patient. But I don't care. That is their life. And you know, God has a reason for everything.
True.
And God is the one has my destiny. The day I leave this world, not a human being will decide. Only God, Jesus Christ knows.
Wow.
And I depend on God.
That is so wonderful. And Mathew, as we wrap up this interview, I want you to talk to one cancer patient and also talk to your siblings. Hata kama walikutenga, just tell them something. And your relatives.
Generally we have relatives like you have cousin, whatever. But my sibling, I have a brother who normally visits me. He walks around.
Okay.
But cancer patient, I know. Let me tell you this cancer patient. When you have cancer, people treat you differently. There's a lot of stigma. And you know, healing starts from the mind. Your mind has to be stable for you to heal, for the medicine to get into your veins. Whenever you allow fear and stress in your mind, that is the time the chemotherapy won't work, or even immunotherapy or what. So don't give a listening to whatever people are saying. You know that when you have cancer, how to handle it. How to handle cancer, you know that you have to eat healthy food. You have to make your body as alkaline as possible by drinking lots of water and avoiding acidic food, which will inflame the body. Avoiding wheat, avoiding much carbohydrate, doing more protein and fruits. Do something which you know that it will help you come to normal. And then don't stress out. Healing starts from the mind, and pray to God to give you healing, because it is not easy. Cancer is not easy. Cancer is not malaria.
True.
Cancer, Those who knew me, I was huge. But nowadays, I'm there. You see? So I'm telling people, don't. And even to the relatives, I'm telling them, I'm yours. And there's nowhere you will take me. I'm yours, and I'm yours forever. I never invited cancer in my life. I just found myself having cancer after struggling for a very long time. So it is good we maintain good rapport, we welcome and we visit one another. Calling somebody is a therapy. I normally feel good when somebody calls me to check on me that how are you getting on. It's a therapy. But neglecting that person, if it is a weak person, itamuumiza. But me, I'm strong. Itaniumiza because I'm used to it.
Yeah.
That is what I can
I love
say.
that
But
strength.
Government, county government, do something with cancer patients. Cancer is very expensive and people are dying in the villages because of ignorance. There are lots of misconception about myths and misconception about cancer. The same thing Moi did during the year 2000 about HIV and AIDS. The government or even county government should also do that to create awareness about cancer. This thing is there and is really destroying many families, rocking everything. All the pennies you have kept, cancer can rock and you remain poor as church mouse. So I'm telling the government, subsidize the treatment to cancer, create a lot of awareness. I'm telling the people in the media houses, top media houses, get a time to be calling the cancer patient to talk to the world, to tell them, to create awareness. People are running away from treatment. The herbalists are taking advantage to defraud the cancer patient that they can treat the cancer, and yet they know nothing about cancer. I'm just telling the government, do something. This thing is terrible. I'm telling you what I was feeling, but what I'm feeling now, I'm now okay.
You feel better.
I feel better because at least now the thing I was feeling, my hand was hard. This hand had become hard because
maybe you can just show it to the camera. Yeah,
you see.
Oh, it was literally hard.
It was literally hard and black.
Wow.
And I had mucus in my stomach, which was resisting food. You know, solid food could not get in because I have a tumor here. But soft food like mchele, ikiingia ndani, ina reflux because there are also mucus, because it was progressing to stage 4. But I thank God it had been arrested. I'm now progressing well.
Wow.
Though I still need support from Kenya. With Kenyans, and they have good heart. I know I'll come back and tell Kenyans that I am a thief, I am a cancer survivor, I'm a cancer warrior. And I'll move also and help. I'll write proposal to support those who don't have fruits and food. Because you can get... I'm remembering a single mom in Kibra who is a cancer patient, who has nothing to eat, who is coming out of chemotherapy, cannot go to FOA, and alikuwa anafulia watu. She has nothing to eat, the children has nothing to eat. Unajua huyu atakufa hata before amalize chemotherapy. So what is the county government doing for such person? Because not all these fingers are the same. So what can government do the way they did for HIV, whatever? What can government do with cancer patients for them also to get even chemotherapy free? That is my request to the President, Honorable William Ruto. His Excellency. Think of cancer patients. These people are suffering. It is painful. I'm a man, and if I'm telling you, the tumor is painful. I was not sleeping. Nalala saa 5, by saa 9, tumor imeniamusha. It is so pain. Usingizi inaweza kuja hata po saa 2. No one is calling me. No one is visiting me. I don't have food in the house. I am jobless. I have cancer. I am neglected. When I texted my friend and relative, they are blocking me. You know, if I was a weak person, that one was enough to kill me.
Yeah, it was that serious.
That is what I have to say. This is a biopsy result. You see, it is this is the dimension found. There is a cardiac tumor, and the type of cancer is called invasive poorly differentiated adenocarcinoma signet type. So it is a tumor in the stomach junction. So The hospital, this one. This is where I was tested.
German Medical Center.
German Medical Center. And you see the centimeters. You see that one, the OG junction, the 42 centimeter malignant structure in my stomach junction. That is what was inhibiting swallowing. So you see, Nini is normal, esophagus is normal, stomach, it was normal by then, tumor of the cardiac, biopsy taken, rest of stomach is pyloric. So that is the result of biopsy. Then now we have PET scan. So the work of PET scan is to know how cancer has spread, if it has touched other organs. So you see, this one is only the medic can interpret, you see. So it had spread in my some part of my stomach, which was 24 millimeters. Corresponding of endoscopy, body, pancreas area of that, but it was arrested before it got affected. So these are the result of the PET scan from KU referral. PET scan, it inamulika, yani it shows everything in your nini. You will see now. This is PET scan. So it shows everything everything in your internal organs. This is PET scan. So these are the picture which was taken, which gave help in staging, knowing the stage of your cancer. So mine was stage 3, gastric cancer, tumor in a stomach junction. Though it had started spreading, but it was still manageable. It was stage 3 gastric cancer. Yes.
Okay, sorry for that.
Oh, there is another one here. And also, this is the structure itself. You see how it had affected this is the tumor. You see how it had affected this end. So this is where it had swollen, which it had made the stomach junction to be small. Swallowing food could be inhibited by this swelling. This is the malignant structure. You see it here.
We hope that you get help as soon as possible. And also the aim of this interview is to spread it out to Kenya so that you can get help, not only you, but other patients who are going through the same.
When I was in Fairmount Hospital recently, I saw a patient refusing chemotherapy. Yes, he has money, but he doesn't want treatment. So what can county government do for such people to accept treatment? By accepting that you have cancer and going for treatment, it is a route for healing. This is a healing route. But if you deny yourself, yani self-denial, you don't want to come out to say that you have cancer, you don't know how to, yani you fear, that kind of fear. Hiyo itakumaliza.
Yeah, true.
Cancer is manageable when you get appropriate doctor, appropriate medicine, appropriate diet, and stable mind. It can be managed, it can be treated. Your mind must be stable. You can have all this and your mind is not stable. Healing starts from the mind. You believe that, this monster will defeat it. You will defeat it. But when you fear that you won't defeat this monster, it will kill you. I believe in God that you brought me and you molded me when I was in the womb of my mom. And you had a purpose for me. You didn't have a purpose for me to have cancer. You had a purpose for me to give back to the community. Allow me to accomplish my work. Don't kill me at 40.
Wow. That's wonderful.
Yes.
And maybe, is there anything you feel that we've not touched, that you feel you can share to Kenyans? And also you can repeat the pay bill number so that Kenyans can know where to get you and how to help you. I'm
requesting Kenyans to have empathy and sympathy to cancer patients or any other patient. Chronic system, even kidney failure is also chronic. Heart failure is chronic. Cancer related is chronic. Have empathy, because those things need money. And the doctor will tell you there is nothing you can do, this is this much. They don't care. So it is you to look for money to get the treatment, to get the support. Kenyans, you people who God has blessed so much. In this world, you can have billions and you don't know the time you'll exceed to live it. But when God has blessed you more than enough, and you know of a cancer patient or a chronic illness patient somewhere, kindly extend your sympathy and empathy and support that person. You will chase away those calamities from your life. By helping somebody in a problem, by helping a cancer patient, is a way of chasing away those things from your lineage. God will protect your lineage, and this monster will never knock in your clan. Kindly remember the cancer patient. Remember people with chronic illness and support them. Also, I'm requesting to you to support me to raise 1.5 million to be able to cater for my cancer bills. My pay bill is 654 9101. 654 9101. Account number is sent as name or any letter. My number is 0721 816 523. 0721 816 523. 0721 816 523. Mathew Nyamlori. For those who are out, you must write my name. My name is Mathew Nyamlori. The way it is, I've never changed the name. It's just Mathew Nyamlori. It will appear that way. And I will be very grateful. You remember me and you support me. I am lonely. I'm left alone, single, in a lonely house. My friend is only gospel music. I do watch on YouTube and also sharing with people. Support me to come out to tell the world that Kenyan supported me and now I'm okay. God bless you.
Well, thank you so much, Mathew Nyamlori. We wish you speedy recovery, and I also pray that you get your partner, your rib, as soon as possible. That's my prayer. As you can see, we've been talking to Mathew. You've heard his story, and we pray that all Kenyans come together in this to support all cancer patients, and especially this one, Mathew Nyamlori. Please, let's come together and let us support him. I have been your host here, Eddie Max, and this is Jalango TV with my super director, Daya. Stay tuned for more stories to come.